For a while, I had risen with the dawn. Despite Camelot's cultivated peace, my sleep had never been easy. But in the week since May Day, I had been driven from my bed even earlier, as the pleasant warmth of early summer built dramatically into heat, gaining day upon day until the air hung thick and breezeless within castle walls. One morning, on the cusp of Pentecost, I awoke in the grip of a feverish dream that slipped away the moment my eyes flew open. Stirred and restless, I kicked off the cloying sheets and slipped on a robe, walking through my reception chamber and out onto my terrace to greet the cloudless morning, sun already climbing towards another blazing day. The flagstones were warm underfoot as I made my way to the balconied edge and sat on the wide balustrade, taking in the view of Camelot's high walls and the green faraway hills. Below, a secluded grove of castle gardens descended in stepped layers, cropped grass and flowered borders shaded by quince and plum trees, beginning to fruit with midsummer's sudden advance. All around me, only quiet and heat. A close, whispering flutter cut into the stillness, and a lone magpie alighted beside me in a whir of light and dark. "Good morning," I greeted it. "Aren't you a rare sight?" The bird hopped closer, flight feathers iridescent in the sun, shades of blue-black and green-edged with flashes of violet, like a dancing night sky. It regarded me with a keen inquisitiveness, and I looked down to see the gold coin I wore on its long, slim chain, glinting with my movements. I laughed and lifted the pendant aloft, the magpie following its gleam. "Of course, the shining thing. No doubt you would steal it away, if you could." "The prioress at St. Bridget's used to say magpies were unholy." I looked up as Alice appeared on the terrace, dressed in cornflower linen, her hair freshly braided in her usual fishtail plait. In her hand she held a pair of gardening shears. The bird cawed in protest and flew off, landing a few feet away on a wooden arbor. Alice cast critical eyes over the terrace, along the potted rows of herb shrubs, fruiting bushes, and medicinal flowers she had planted and cultivated before taking her shears to a crowd of stiff blue irises. I slipped off the balustrade and went to her. "I remember. She used to refuse to look the abbess's pet magpie in the eye. She and our queen would have rather got along." Alice smiled, snipping with care. "Speaking of which, our day. The Queen's ladies are due in St. Stephen's to hear Mass with Her Highness at halfway terce, then this afternoon in attendance. Hopefully she will allow us to sit outdoors, lest we melt." "Fascinating as that sounds," I said, "I will not be there. I have a meeting with Sir Kay about the tournament." "You've been little in her presence these past few weeks," Alice said. "It's been commented upon. She's not pleased." "Guinevere will take any excuse to disapprove of me," I said. "If she still chooses to hold a grudge for what happened a year ago, so be it, but I'll not beg for her approval. The Pentecost tournament is Camelot's first, and of huge importance. I can hardly deny meetings with the seneschal." Not that I was inclined to try. I held a particular amity with Sir Kay, Arthur's prickly brother who ran the royal household, an alliance I valued and trusted more than most. "Besides," I went on, "how does the Queen think things get done, given Arthur's seen fit to dash out of Camelot during his busiest court of the year?" "The King's absence has unsettled the Solar," Alice said. "There's been nothing but speculation. The ladies claim even Her Highness doesn't know where he's gone." I shrugged. The court's gossip could fuel the winter fires in every royal palace from Cornwall to Orkney, though it's a relief not to be the subject for once. "Here you both are." A fair-headed figure in a striped surcoat emerged from the nearby doorway. Tressa, smiling and distracted by a disruption at the back of her skirts.